The Cross versus Jason Blade. Game 1, Group D, Beginner Division, starts now. I'm going to say Xenos Blade has got to be Jason Blade here in the blue. And Philly Sauce. Philly? Philly? Yeah, Philly with 2 Y's. Okay, Philly Sauce, a.k.a. The Cross, in the red on this side. Got a bit of a structure deck here. Squizzard, Skunk, and a bunch of structures. So kind of a strange combination, but I can definitely see how we might make it work. You can kind of play pile style here if you just go lizards in the structures. That works. You can also go Squizzard, Skunk. Yeah, a lot of interesting combinations. And Jason Blade on this side. A little bit more standard style. Still the Squizzard. Still some MGs, but the Ferrets are going to be helpful here. And then a Falcon for late game, potentially. So, pretty interesting matchup here. Both sides going up to the standard 8 farms, no problem. Pretty close spawns, though. It might get very aggressive very quickly. All right, cheering for the Cross here in the chat. The Cross reigns. Cross cannot be defeated. I'm cheering for Philly Sauce just because Philly Sauce. Nah, Xenos Blade is a cool name too. I think both these guys have got some interesting names for sure. Hey, Ciara Kashi, welcome in. How are you doing? All right, both sides just with the 8 farm, 2 Warren, very standard build, and Philly Sauce trying to grab this expansion. It's a relatively safe expansion, kind of, although Ferrets could make it difficult. And then Xenos Blade going up into Squizzard, getting a couple extra Lizard Warrens, so the more aggressive opening for sure. And Philly Sauce with a couple of an extra Warren and the MG going down, so definitely the more defensive play. And as long as Xenos Blade does not grab an expansion, it might just be a straightforward situation of the attacker versus the defender, right? Close enough. Doing good. Just got in the game, so trying out a little bit. Excellent. All right. Well, these are a couple of beginners in the championship here. Xenos Blade definitely playing the aggressor, getting up to some ferrets to try to make Philly Sauce's life difficult. Never played an RTS before. Well, you've got the right RTS. This is definitely a good one to try out. It's a different flavor because there's not the APM management and stuff, but it's a good one. We've got a pretty healthy beginner community right now as well, so welcome. I will be soon putting out on YouTube a kind of a tutorial series as a guide for multiplayer if you're interested in the multiplayer. Otherwise, the campaign is excellent as well. But check out my Discord if you want to be updated for when that YouTube stuff starts coming out. Probably in a couple of weeks. All right, Xenos Blade pushing forward. I don't think that the Cross knows about the Ferrets yet. Otherwise, he might be a little bit might be interested in selling the MGs once he finds out about the Ferrets. Ferrets are such a hard counter to MGs. Both sides floating a lot of food, so I'm curious what they want to throw up here. Looks like Xenos Blade actually getting into some defense, although I like this for Philly Sauce because his eco is going to have a lot more time to kick in. Ooh, the Artie! Does he not know that Ferrets are just going to kill that in a second? I guess we have a fight coming up here. Can he keep the Ferrets off of the Artie? Oh, nope, there's a couple of shots. Okay. The Artie stands for now, but it's weakened. One Ferret did get picked off. Oh, man, this is tense. One more Ferret shot! The Falcon for Xenos Blade is actually giving vision of the high ground and allowing the Ferret and a Squirrel. Man, if that Artie goes up, it's going to be just frickin' barely. My goodness. Okay, one last shot, and the Artie does go down. But Philly Sauce has so much eco, he might not even care. Gotta pick off that Ferret once the commander goes down. Thank you, Lindana. Yes, that is the Discord. I've got a bit of a community in there, some other streamers, and my YouTube stuff is up there as well. All right, so Philly Sauce does sell the structures. Knows he doesn't need them. He's going into Mass Squizzard, which is nice. Mass Squizzard is going to do very well in this situation, also with the eco advantage. Now, the forward Warrens are a bit risky because they could get picked off by Ferrets, but I think I think our buddy the Cross here is just going to do fine. He's got enough of an army lead. It doesn't look like it. The turrets are giving a lot of value to blue here, but I don't know. I mean, Squizzard Ferret Falcon is a good comp, but not in a straight-up engage like this. Those tier 2 are going to get picked off in a second. Also, avoiding the turrets until the turrets are alone. Oh, that's actually not good. You want to pick them off as quickly as you can. Turrets go down, and now, yeah, okay. You see how much value those turrets were. Now, the Cross can just wait for his mass Squizzard to build up again and just go finish the deal. He hasn't had to add any more farms for a while. And he's still ahead. There we go. That's gonna be game. I like the play style from Jason Blade for sure. That's a very strong play style, but not strong enough in this case. The Cross in a very dominating position, sticking with that deck. Might be a style he just knows really well. And Jason Blade up here in the blue, playing a little bit more meta. We've got Squizzard into Falcon, Cam into Wolf, and some turret there as well. So this is a very meta deck. I like it. Let's see if we can get some Falcon Cam up. Because Philly Sauce doesn't really have an answer to Falcon Cam. Maybe, like, Squizzard Balloon? Like, enough balloons will counter Falcons, but comp-wise, I really like it for Xenoblade. Now, here's a 4-farm double rush. This is a classic rush, so the best response is to go home, sell down to 5 farms. Actually, you don't need to. You've already got 5 farms. Just get the 2 Warrens. Yep. Oh, Philly Sauce being greedy here. This is almost too greedy. Almost. Because now blue could actually counter push maybe. This is a strange position to be in. It's a 4-farm double that's been aborted. How do you get out safely? It's definitely not an easy answer. Looks like both sides are just going to kind of safely get down to single Warrens and get up to 8 farms. So that's nice. So neither side taking a huge lead there. Both sides playing a little bit cautiously. And yeah, I don't really know who to give the edge to. I really think it's so close to even. Lots of greed on the Steam tonight. Yeah. Greed is good. And you know what? Compared to Premier games, it isn't actually that much greed. Premier players are so greedy because they know how to get away with it. Gluttonous, yes. Glutton and greed. It's the same thing in Tooth and Tail. Since your money is food, and food is money, so gluttony and greed are the same thing. Now, Philly Sauce here, I like his position because he's got that expansion. These MGs are really far forward. I don't know, but it's gonna work out fine, I'm sure. Xenoblade getting up into some Falcons. I've critiqued in the past that Squirrel Falcon is not really a good opening. Squirrel Cam would be much better. Falcons are just rarely the best tier 2 to start with. There are exceptions, but in this case, I think Cams would really be a much better choice. However, if you're playing defensive and you're just trying to eco up, it might not make a difference. Philly Sauce really reinforcing the border here and getting very greedy on farms, and that, my fine folks, is how you use MGs. You use them to get greedy. And Xenoblade with a good answer, you don't need to attack into the MGs. You just get greedy yourself. Get some tech greed, get some eco greed, and you're going to be fine. So some good decisions from both players for sure. Wow. Lots of farms. I would love to see like just 9 toads. If Xenoblade had toads in his army, 9 toads would just erase this and he would win. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, so now floating a lot of food, so it looks like we're getting into a lot of Squizzard. I like it. Lots and lots of Squizzard. I will show the toad after the replay. How's that? Also, an extra base over here. Very nice. Philly Sauce just with so much greed. And is this a desync or something? What is Jason doing? I feel like he could be farming up, or maybe he stepped away from the computer for a second? Yeah, this is definitely enough to just grab all 8 farms and then a bunch of tier 1 warrens. Just try to catch up. Or the wolf, you know, just throw a bunch of stuff down right now. There we go. Some more falcons. I mean, when you get up to 6 falcons, you're alright, but really the cams would be very helpful here. Falcon cam is just such a deadly combo that it's worth getting. I don't think the MGs are that great. This one is doing almost nothing, and that one's doing almost nothing. Maybe an MG right here would be decent, since this is actually what you need to protect. But it's fine. It's fine. The greed. Oh my gosh, the farming. Look at that. 24 farms. Let's make it 25 with the with that there. And he's going into just absolutely insane numbers of lizards. Wow. He got up to get a snack. Oh, yeah, probably right. All right, so the cams are finally coming down. Falcon cam. I think against the mass lizard, some more cams would really be in order here. Mass tier 1 is generally considered a counter to falcons. But if you can get your wolf up, if you can get more... If there was like 6 to 8 cams right now, or just more tier 1, I think Xenos would be fine. But the problem is that Philly Sauce has so much economy. Oh my god, this man. Just look at this absolute horde. The lizards aren't even doing anything yet. They're just running around trying to find tiles, and they're still going to win the fight. This is brutal, man. The wolf only just finished, and it's supply blocked. And look at this just horde of lizards. Yeah, here I am saying that you should watch a premier match if you want to see greed. But you know what? We didn't even have to leave this game with the cross. The cross is the greediest. I do not have any premier games to cast right now, Ben. So let me tell you in a second what I've got a couple of games more or one more game to cast, and then the group drawings. All right, kind of a crazy game to close it out, but the cross moves on 2-0.